Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Still on the update, what is going on as at real time right now. Time of following this report, what's going on with mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Well, Omoyele Sure has put himself fully at the center of all of this and is not letting go anytime soon. As he's giving us full update, he said actually as we speak, 115 lawyers are on standby to provide legal defense and protection for any hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu Now protesters across Nigeria. Every participant in this peaceful, lawful march will be supported. No one will stand alone. And all of this is ahead of the promised 20th of October Free Nnamdi Kanu's protest. We're going to also get to see the video of what transpired in court as mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case has really tarried for a very long time. It's only understandable that funds will be needed for such. But meanwhile, there's a drama that took place a few hours ago in court that most media houses did not know about it, and I do not know how this escaped many views. But this is what happened in the courtroom some few hours ago. There was high drama at the Federal High Court in Abuja when popular cleric Reverend Father Mbaka made a surprise appearance during the trial of IPOB leader mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, according to eyewitnesses, Father Mbaka walked into the courtroom dressed fully in his priestly robe and declared that he had come to take Nnamdi Kanu home, insisting that enough is enough. With the continued injustice against him, the unexpected presence of the feiry priest caused tension in the courtroom as security operatives, including police and military personnel, reportedly hesitated to approach him. Many whispered that under international law and religious immunity, clergymen are not to be harassed, arrested, or even detained while performing their spiritual duties. In his words, Father Mbaka said, and I quote him word for word, he said, "If standing for justice and truth is a crime, then I am guilty too. If you must detain him, then detain me also. A priest's calling is to defend the voiceless, not to watch them suffer." He further cautioned authorities, saying, "Touch not the anointed and do my prophet no harm. For when a nation begins to persecute truth, God withdraws his mercy." Those were the words of Father Mbaka. Times are changing. But meanwhile, let me allow you to watch the video, see the moment when the person in question, that's mazi Nnamdi Kanu, decided to reach out to Avid and most of his supporters worldwide. Don't forget, a lot is going on behind the scene. We're going to give all of the updates. My colleague is also in the house. Let's just quickly watch this short clip. We'll come back for more.
Yes, making sure your hand. I'm going to give me for how much get the fundraiser. Okay. I'm going to give me the Kenyan the uncle, Mandia Vidma, and the Rising Sun, and the ambassadors, all over the world. I gave the order. Nnamdi Kanu, see my boss here. Nnamdi Kanu, yes. See my boss. Wow, with you.
All right, welcome back. My colleague is in the house. He saw what Father Mbaka said. In Senna claims you're not supposed to touch a clergy, especially when it comes to do his duties, spiritual duties. And it looks as if all of a sudden the time is now. Everybody seems to be calling for the release of mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all of a sudden, in most markets in Abuja, even though there seem to be contrary info spreading around that there will also be a contrary march, but for the meantime, those who seem to be for this release of mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are increasing in their numbers, and I feel that going forward, to the leaders from the Southeast should also lend a voice. What do you make of the fact that mazi Nnamdi Kanu is so worried? Everybody's calling out for mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release.
Well, I think that it's long overdue. what we're seeing playing out there is the conscience of the people. They can no longer, sit back and watch one man, being in custody. He's not even in prison, he's in custody. For as long as, that he's serving a jail term or nothing. He just kept some way by some people. In quote, most Nigerians describe it as kidnap, because kidnap is a case of someone illegally capturing someone and keeping that person and refusing that person's freedom. Now, you got the person. Doesn't mean there's no provision in the law. It has to do with whatever he did. And at the last time we checked, there was no gun involved. There was no machinery involved. It was just spoken word, defamation or something, whatever thing you want to classify it. It's not good enough for you to capture a man, keep him in hostage, no justice, and all of that. It's wrong. We keep going to court almost on a daily basis and all of that. I heard what this guy said yesterday, the new APC governor in Southeast. He said the whole issue is political, Peter Mbaka, the whole issue is political. It has to do with his release. And I feel that if it is political, then it's for me the political juggernauts of the Southeast and every other sane Nigerian who are seeing what is going on should wake up and do the needful. Let the Southeast a delegation of the Southeast should go and meet President Bola Tinubu. We can no longer keep watching this happen.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I could still remember that in the days and time and reign of Buhari, the late Muhammadu Buhari, the eldest and elder statesmen, the eldest men, and some politicians came to pay homage, respect. In fact, the eldest man, that the man that died, came even up with the very best of his health to believe that they should give him his son, MNK. And as usual, the late Buhari just, whispered some certain things, they will look into it until his demise. Nothing was done. It has been passed on now to Bola Tinubu. Are they going to keep playing tumbo? I believe that for elders of the land of Southeast region to have gone to pay homage to the president and said, hold me responsible, and yet nothing was done. What's going to be the difference? Be the same, going to pay that same homage to the sitting president now?
Well, I think that the difference is, I would say both of them have different political orientation and ideology. Bola Tinubu, with all due respect, has been over time classified as a Democrat. The other guy was a man on uniform who just, whether by luck or by any way, he got down to becoming the president of Nigeria. But that aside, he's gone. There's no need talking about him. But right now, the ball is in the court of Bola Tinubu. And I think that at this point, he should bring up this issue as a former Democrat, to look deeply into it. Now, people were talking about the issue of Haban Macaulay and all of that. The man was just a nationalist who was pursuing something very right, and he was granted presidential pardon and all of that. Now, he went an extra mile to, revealing the mind of the president, that he respects all of that. You understand? So, if you respect that, why should this issue be pending till now? I feel that there should be a uniformity coming together of all the lawmakers alongside the other person. They should be the one that from Southeast, they should precede that 20th October march, because that is also very significant. Don't forget that. That's the day. NSAS will be 5 years, and the marks are still there. The punks are still there. Some people can't forget that and all of that. So it's good enough for you to prevent anything from happening that day. And so has already pointed out, if you deal with this issue as early as possible, there won't be any need. Maybe that day we'll just be celebrating his release and all of that. We expect the presidency as a noun, based on the way the clouds are gathering, to issue a statement, to give a hope. But everybody just keeping quiet. I pray that it will not escalate to something that will, be uncontrollable, because I know the next set of things is October 20th. This was one happened. Now another October 20th, 5 years after, another evil has happened and all of that. So whatever that should be done to prevent, this cloud gathering, please, they should do everything to make sure that they stop it.
All right, that's going to wrap it up. Let's meet in the comment section.